Hi, I'm Streaky from Streaky.com. Today I'm reviewing the Adam Audio T5Vs. So, as you know, if you watch my channel a lot, I review mainly really high-end speakers that are, say, 3,000 and above, or some big hi-fi speakers. So I like listening to nice things, so you kind of have to go to that kind of level before things start clearing out. But everyone always asks me to review some cheaper speakers. So Adam Audio have sent me over these. They're called the T5Vs. V for vertical, don't know what the T stands for, but the 5 is for a 5-inch mid-range cone here. And these are about, are they 250, Matt? Yeah. About £250 for the pair. So everyone who wants to know about cheap speakers, here we go. I can't believe that Adam can make a set of speakers and make a profit for £250. I mean, they're really solid speakers. They look much more than £250. Very similar to their bigger models, as in obviously the design and stuff looks, and they probably take that money that they've spent on the higher speakers, they can then bring the cost down because the R&D on this isn't as much. They're taking a lot of technology from the bigger ones and trying to cram them into this box and use cheaper components and stuff, I'm guessing. But the tweeter certainly looks the same. They've got the same outer bit, for want of a better technical word, so that the projection of the sound is done in the same way with the tweeter and the form factor of the front. So they are ported at the back, and they have just some power stuff. They've got some high frequency plus and minus 2 dB. There's a level pot on there, and they've got an RCA lead for an unbalanced in and an XLR for a balanced input, and you can then switch between the two. The one thing I would say, which I thought was a bit annoying, is that the knob pot doesn't have any kind of detents in it at all. I don't expect it to be wired all the way around, but just something so that I kind of roughly get a feel of knowing where I am on the level, just because setting them up is a bit of guesswork, to be quite frank. You know, we're at real bottom of the range speaker territory here, but still I think that's quite an important factor for setting speakers up, because you need to have the left and right balanced not just by ear. It's nice to have them so there is some kind of detail, but apart from that, that was my bugbear to start with. So I plugged them up and put them through my system, so obviously I'm in a good environment to be able to listen in a proper way. So how do they sound? Now, yes, it's quite a small speaker, so I found that playing it loud was too much for it, really. When I'm listening low levels, it was better. This tweeter was really nice, so anything, the crossover point's at 3K, so anything above 3K, this tweeter was handling it really well. Now, this isn't exactly the same tweeter as they've got in their higher range models, but the technology is very similar, and it's obviously, you know, made a little bit cheaper so they can put it into this form factor. So it's got the same dispersion around the front, and the tweeter itself, to my eyes, looks the same, but online it's saying the technology's just a touch different. This 5-inch cone, you know, they go down to about 45 Hertz. They go up to about 25K. Now with this tweeter, these tweeters on Head do the similar tweeter, and so do Unity Audio and a few others. I actually really like this tweeter, just this style of tweeter, just because it is really open in the tops. It's really, really nice sounding. I like that. I like that open sound in the top. So you're getting that from this speaker. Now, this 5-inch cone can only handle so much information, really. It's going down to 45 Hertz, but as soon as you've got tracks that there's a lot of mids going on and a lot of sort of stuff down the bottom, kicks and subs and things like that are mixing it up. Played at low frequency, it sounded like it could handle it a bit, but anything sort of a bit louder than quiet, it kind of gets confused and starts getting a little bit muddy in the mids and the low end. But having said that, I then put a sub with them, and it was another world, because the sub was having a cut-off frequency at 80 Hertz. So this was only dealing with anything from upwards of 80, 100 to 3K. So it made the speaker work in a much better way. This was acting as a pure mid-range driver rather than trying to handle some of the bass as well. The clarity was twice as good, I would say, for the speaker. And then obviously with the sub, you had a bit of lows. So if you're getting a set of these, I would pair them with a sub. Adams do a sub, so I would probably get that one. I had an Eve Audio similar to Adams in a way, so it kind of works well. It's a 10-inch sub. I think I've used it in other videos, but it worked perfectly with these. So having these paired with that works really well. So if you're in a home studio, you haven't got much budget to spend on speakers, I would say these are a good option. You have got a really nice tweeter on there for the money. I don't know how they're making these speakers for this money. I would get yourself a sub if you can. If you can't straight away, then get one afterwards. But just for reference monitors, just for hearing what's going on, not massively detailed in the mids, but more detailed in the mids with a sub. I think they're probably worth having a look at. Definitely just for the tweeter itself. Yeah, £250. I mean, you can't really go wrong, even just for listening to your music. So you can get these with a larger mid-range, which is the T5V. So I'm guessing they would go a little bit louder. So if you don't want to monitor at this low level that I'm talking about and you want to pump it a bit more, then they can probably handle a bit more level. So yeah, that's it. That's the T5V £250 pair of reference monitors from Adam Audio. So if you'd like me to review anything, please put down in the comments what you'd like me to review. If you've got any experience with these and you've got any tips on them, please put that in. That helps other people that are watching the video. If you've got comments on this range of speaker, please go to streaky.com, sign up to my newsletter where I give you tips, tricks and all kinds of other nonsense once a month on the newsletter. And if you'd like me to master for you, there is a code below for getting this far in the video. So thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye.